Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to SMT2. When we last left off, Abaddon had eaten Valhalla, Zayn had become a leader of the proletariat, and we were pointed in the direction of the Underworld, and told that on the third floor of the Great Church there was a path down to it, which is where I have started today. We are on the third floor. To my left is this room where that guy with the head is that I showed you earlier. And we want to go through here. I have summoned Kerberos to give me an extra body to absorb attacks and to give me some extra damage because there is a boss battle here against Daleth. And my Hiroko is very much a glass cannon. If Daleth hits her really good, she will die. So, I've put her in the back row. She will do less damage with her whip, but as any good DPS will tell you, you could be doing 10,000 DPS, but when you die, your DPS falls to 0. So I want to keep her alive, so I've put her in the back row for that. So my overall strategy here is to have Kerberos and Hiroko do the damage. Oh, by the way, Daleth is immune to bullets and has 580 hit points. So, like I said, my overall strategy here is to use Aleph to keep Hiroko alive. He has that move where he raises his sword. That can actually one-shot Hiroko if she's in the front row. Because I did a test fight for this, and yeah, it can kill her really easily. Otherwise, it takes 2 regular attacks to do it. So, I'm going to just have Aleph heal her. He's faster than Daleth. And just go on. This is actually the second time I've recorded this. I lost about 2 hours of footage. I had to put the game down and go do something else because that made me very angry. I will tell you that it made me very, very angry, but I decided that I really wanted to record something today, so here I am. Let me readjust my microphone here. I'm having a hard time getting comfortable. My back has been killing me all day today, so you're probably going to hear me move around quite a bit. I apologize about that. So, another thing I apologize for, the long time in between this video and the previous video. Basically, ever since, I don't know, it's coming up on a year, ever since last October, we've had a new company that I work for. There is a magic box in there. I'll have to come back for that later. It has an emerald in it. So, but I'll have to go out and come back in later. Since it opens at full moon. They cut us down. I am the quote-unquote help desk team lead, but they cut me down to just one other person besides me. So, I haven't had much of a team to do the work, which has left me incredibly busy and incredibly tired. My job has been not very kind to me in terms of my energy levels lately. And then they dropped the bombshell on me in March. No, at the end of April, that said that you've got 6 months, you've got to get these 3 certifications, or we're going to have to replace you. They said, we don't want to replace you, but that's just like the regulations say you got to have these certifications. They've changed. We'll pay for it, but you got to study and take them. Well, I have gotten 2 of the 3 certifications, and I am burnt out on studying so hard. I got 1 more to get, so wish me luck on that. Alright, so this is the Underworld. The Underworld is old Tokyo. So I want to go down here and speak to this guy right here. There is an NPC down there. If the random battles will leave me alone. Can I get Hiroko one more level? Is this a good time to do that? It's sad when like a level 11 demon has more hit points than you. 1,000? Yeah, I'm gonna get her one more level. Get some money. This is the point in the game where it becomes a lot easier to grind money, experience, and all that as well. And this guy's, of course, talking about the 3 protagonists from the first game. We know what happened to them. 2 of them died by the hand of the protagonist, and the protagonist was killed off by the Messian Church. Off screen. One thing that is very good at this point in the game is this is the point in the game where it's the demons you fight start fighting in the area that you can recruit. Their power level gets sufficient from this point on, where you can really just kind of get by with what you get in the areas you're in. So in this area, they have Kusiths and those Dark Elves, and they're actually very decent demons. So recruiting them, and they're good backup. You know, honestly, you don't, once you get past the part in the game where it's just Aleph by himself going to rescue Hiroko, the overall difficulty of the game is much, much less for a very good portion of the remainder of the game. Especially if you have gotten any of the gear from any of the mini games. Like the Magma Spear, or what else is there? Any of the good swords. Like if you get the Cat of Nine Tails, or if you get the Coil of Blessings, or what is that? Heat Glaive. No, it's not the Heat Glaive. Hold on, I know. It's got like 9. If you get the Screp from the Holy Town BNS, or you get the Magma Spear from the Workers' Dorm Codebreaker, then you really, 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 really don't need the super demons like I got. Most of that was really just me being paranoid. Honestly, I kind of went overboard. I only meant to get like 2 or 3 good demons. And then I ended up getting a full set, so not strictly required. I probably could have gotten by with getting like one really good demon and then just recruiting as I went. All right. That didn't take too long. I am going to fast forward through this. No need to see that over and over and over again. Hopefully my energy levels hold up, because like I said, I've done this. I lost 2 hours of footage, got angry when I lost it, and so I started recording many hours ago. I'm just giving it another good old college try. On the plus side, I have refreshed myself on the upcoming areas, and I won't screw up, hopefully. The Ogre is a good recruit, if I recall correctly. The Dark Elf, the Kusiths, the Ogres, they're all good recruits. From now on, I'm going to try to remember... Ooh, a Glamorous Axe. I haven't gotten particularly lucky with getting the hero any replacement stuff. Let's see. I want to pump her strength up. She needs hit points. The Glamorous Axe is actually a decent upgrade here, so we're going to put that on. It only gets one hit. Oh, I got this Hinoki Bakken. It's earlier. That is also a good upgrade. There are several really good upgrades that I could have gone for. If you know what enemies drop what, you don't need... There are some slight upgrades from the Slicer. Mostly I have been getting unlucky, and mostly there's a little bit of laziness in there where I didn't go for them. First of all, you can always get the Vacuum Axe. The Vacuum Axe has 41 attack power versus the, what is it, 20 attack power of the Slicer? No, 10 attack power. No, 18 attack power of the Slicer. Has 18 attack power. You can get... And to be fair, the what is it? The casino, it costs 500 coins, which means it's 5,000 Maka, which is really nothing. I decided not to get it because I wanted to get the Smile Stare, but you run into a few situations, and I've talked about this before, where you really need a good sword because the enemies you're fighting are immune to bullets. Like the fight with Daleth just now. Usually, though, I just have Hiroko use her Cat of Nine Tails, and we're fine. What did I got this? I got a Glamorous Axe, and I just picked up a Hinoki Bakken. Where's that at? The Hinoki Bakken drops from the Jiraiya, which are those the Gaia Creek guys. So they're relatively easy to get, and they do. It has 30 attack power and gets 1 to 3 hits. So they're really good upgrades. I forgot I didn't realize I actually had one of these, but we won the Glamorous Axe, so we're gonna go for that one big hit. You can win the Glamorous Axe from the Beetlejuices and those Ogres, and they're not that uncommon. If you know where to look, there's lots of upgrades for the swords that you can get. Unfortunately, most of the really, really, really good weapons in the game are female only, so... At least until you get to the super high end. Generally speaking, the women-only weapons do, like, lots of hits and have status effects. And then the male-only, or they hit everybody. And then the male weapons have 1 or 2 hits. And then have high attack power. So anyway, we want to get the map for Shinjuku, right? Yeah, Shinjuku map. Here we go. Alright. Now, here, you want to make sure you have somewhere in the range of 18,000 plus mag before you come in here. Go out on the world map, just get it. The reason is the enemies in this place do not drop mag. And you cannot, like, you can, like, unsummon everybody if you really, really want to. But we're about to lose Hiroko again. And Aleph needs some backup in here. Because the monsters, several of the monsters in here, I think there's 2 of them. It might just be the 1. It might just be the Banshees, but I think there's 2 monsters in here that have the Mudo spell. So if you get unlucky, you can just end up with a game over. If it's just Aleph by himself. Usually what I do is I just summon Kerberos. And we go on about our day. The smile stare is, there's no enemies in here to my knowledge that are immune to bullets. So the smile stare is going to be really, really good. If you don't have a smile stare, the M14, I don't know if the M14 will be enough. If you don't have the smile stare, I would just summon a couple of extra demons, to be honest. That would probably take care of it just fine. So, this is kind of a goofy scene. And there goes Hiroko. Thankfully, though, this is the last time she leaves our party. So, once we get her back, she'll be with us for the long haul. Anoon. Alright, so now that that scene is over, we want to go ahead straight for the terminal. Now, I'll try and get it, but there's a magic box here that I checked during my last... Okay, I have it in my notes that it has a gem. I remember getting a gem from it in my test playthrough. However, I went to it this time in the lost footage, and it did not have a gem in it. It's very irritating to me. Like, these magic boxes. Like, I feel like they don't work most of the time. I've, like, seriously just been thinking about it. I've seriously just been thinking about just skipping the magic boxes. Unless it's, like, reasonable to just wait just a couple of minutes and go get the stuff. Yes, please. Alright, so there's an armor shop on the other side over there. But we really don't need anything from the armor shop. So... trying to think if there's anything. These are the guys they have Mudo. So you want to have somebody out to help you kill these guys. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do unless you put them all to sleep, which I'm getting kind of unlucky about. So there's a villager in here.